Across cultures and throughout history, angels have served as mysterious messengers, connecting our reality with something greater than ourselves. They are woven into the fabric of our collective imagination, appearing in stories, art and dreams, always hinting at a world just beyond our reach. From the weathered pages of ancient holy books to the quiet glow of candlelit shrines, angels appear in our oldest tales and sacred texts. Their presence is felt in whispered prayers and in the symbols that have endured for centuries, offering hope and guidance to those who seek them. Sometimes they are described as beings of pure, radiant light, so magnificent and overwhelming that human eyes can barely comprehend their brilliance. In these moments, angels seem to embody the very essence of the divine, untouchable and awe-inspiring. Other times, angels are said to walk among us, taking on the appearance of ordinary people. In the midst of a bustling city street or a quiet crowd, they blend in seamlessly, their true nature hidden behind a subtle aura of light or a gentle presence that lingers long after they've gone. This dual nature, sometimes radiant and otherworldly, sometimes humble and familiar, raises a profound question. Why do angels choose between divine light and human form, or do they need to choose at all? The answer lies in their purpose. Angels are not bound by a single form because their mission is to reach us in the ways we most need, sometimes to inspire awe, sometimes to offer comfort, always to guide. Light speaks of truth, power, and the mysteries of the universe, illuminating what is hidden and revealing the path forward. The human form, on the other hand, offers comfort, understanding, and a sense of connection that bridges the gap between the divine and the everyday. These forms are not contradictions, but rather different languages for expressing different truths. Each form allows angels to communicate in ways that words alone cannot, reaching both our minds and our hearts. Light is for moments of profound revelation, when we need to see beyond the ordinary. Human form is for moments of personal connection, when we need to feel seen, heard, and loved. In every encounter, angels remind us that the divine is both vast and intimate, stretching across the universe, yet close enough to touch our lives in the smallest, most personal ways. They are the bridge between our world and the world beyond, guiding us gently from the known into the unknown, and reminding us that we are never truly alone. Light, a powerful symbol, has captivated humanity since the dawn of time. It is more than just a physical phenomenon. It is woven into our myths, our art, and our deepest spiritual beliefs. Light represents life, purity, and truth. It is the force that awakens the world each morning, dispelling darkness and bringing clarity to all that it touches. When angels appear as luminous figures, they signal their divine origin. Their radiance is not just for show. It is a message, a sign that they come from a realm beyond our own. This form communicates their nature instantly, without words. The brilliance that surrounds them is a language of its own, understood by all who witness it. Light stands for purity, truth, and enlightenment. In sacred spaces, it is used to symbolize the presence of the divine, casting away shadows of doubt and fear. An angel's brilliance embodies perfection and connection to creation. Their glow is a reminder of the harmony and order that exists in the universe, a reflection of the source from which all things come. This appearance inspires awe and reverence, marking them as otherworldly. The light that surrounds them is both comforting and humbling, reminding us of mysteries greater than ourselves. Descriptions of angels clothed in light attempt to capture an experience beyond normal perception. Words often fall short, for the radiance of an angel is said to be overwhelming, almost impossible to look at directly. The light establishes authority and the importance of their message. It is as if the universe itself is drawing attention to their presence, urging us to listen and to heed their words. It separates the divine from the human, a barrier and beacon. The brilliance acts as a threshold, marking the boundary between the ordinary and the extraordinary, the earthly and the celestial. Angels, as beings of light, reflect their non-material essence. They are not bound by the limitations of flesh and bone, but exist as pure energy, pure intention. This form is ethereal, weightless, and transcends physical laws. It is a reminder that there are realities beyond what we can see or touch, realms where light is not just illumination, but the very fabric of existence. The glow of an angel is a direct expression of its celestial nature. It is a visible sign of their origin, a mark of their purpose, and a promise of hope. It offers a glimpse into the radiant world from which it originates. Through their light, angels invite us to imagine a reality filled with beauty, peace, and endless possibility. Light is the most honest expression of an angel's true nature. It is their signature, their message, and their gift. A reminder that even in our darkest moments, the divine is never far away. Sam, when we imagine a being of pure light, the image can be breathtaking. Something that fills us with awe, wonder, and even a sense of the miraculous. Yet such a vision can also stir fear, overwhelming us with the unknown and the unexplainable. The sheer brilliance and otherworldly presence of an angel in its true form might be too much for the human mind and heart to bear. That's why, for subtle messages and gentle guidance, angels often choose to appear in human form. By blending in with our world, they can approach us quietly, without drawing attention or causing alarm. Their presence becomes a gentle nudge rather than a blinding revelation. This familiar, approachable shape acts as a bridge between the divine and the mortal, allowing a connection that feels natural and safe. It's as if the universe is reaching out to us in a language we can understand, using faces and gestures we recognize. When angels take on a human disguise, they become approachable companions. We can interact with them on our own terms, sharing our thoughts and feelings without fear. Their presence is comforting, like a friend who listens without judgment. This gentle approach avoids causing terror or confusion, ensuring that we remain calm and open to their message. In this way, we are more likely to receive their guidance with a receptive heart. That's why the first words angels often speak are, "Do not be afraid." These words are meant to soothe us, to remind us that their intentions are pure and their presence is meant to help, not harm. By appearing in a human form, angels lower our defenses. We find ourselves opening up, sharing our hopes and fears, and truly listening to the message they bring. Our hearts become more receptive and our minds more willing to accept the possibility of the extraordinary. Sometimes an angel may appear as a traveler or a stranger, offering guidance or comfort in a moment of need. Their presence is subtle, yet their impact can be profound, helping us find our way without causing panic or suspicion. In these moments, the message becomes the true focus. We are not distracted by the messenger's supernatural nature, but instead, we listen closely to the wisdom and comfort they offer. The human form is deeply relatable. It creates a bond through shared experiences, laughter, tears, and the simple joys of everyday life. We see ourselves reflected in their actions and words. In these moments, it becomes clear that the divine truly understands our struggles and our joys. Angels, in human form, walk beside us through both sorrow and celebration, reminding us that we are never alone. The message then becomes a conversation with a trusted companion. It's not a distant proclamation, but a gentle exchange, one that feels personal and meaningful. This form also allows for subtle tests, revealing the true nature of our character. In everyday encounters, we are given opportunities to show kindness, patience, and compassion. How we treat a stranger, whether with suspicion or with generosity, reflects the goodness within our hearts. These moments are gentle reminders that every interaction is a chance to express our true selves. The human disguise is not just for our comfort, but also for our growth. It invites us to rise to the occasion, to show empathy and understanding, and to recognize the divine spark within ourselves and others. In the end, the presence of an angel in human form is a gentle test, a chance to reveal the goodness within our hearts, to nurture our compassion, and to recognize that perhaps we are all capable of being a bridge between the earthly and the divine. The Abrahamic texts illustrate angels' dual appearances. In Genesis, 3 men visit Abraham, who shows hospitality. Only later does he realize they are divine messengers. This encounter shows angels using human form for approachability and testing character. They come as travelers, allowing Abraham's kindness to shine. The human form makes the interaction possible, delivering a life-changing prophecy. In contrast, other stories show angels in radiant glory. Daniel's vision by the Tigris reveals an overwhelming divine presence. The Quran describes Gabriel appearing in both celestial and human forms. This flexibility shows form is chosen for purpose. For revelation, power is needed. For teaching, a human presence is more effective. The concept of divine messengers in light or human form is global. In Greek myths, gods often walk the earth in disguise. Zeus and Hermes tested mortals' hospitality in human form. Baucis and Philemon welcomed disguised gods rewarded for kindness. This theme of testing virtue is universal. In Zoroastrianism, Ameshaspentas are divine beings interacting with the world. In Hinduism, devas appear in glorious or human forms to guide. Buddhism's bodhisattvas, like angels, guide with compassion. They manifest in countless forms, offering help and wisdom. Across cultures, the divine reaches us in glory or familiar guise. The message is consistent. The divine connects with us in ways we understand. And beyond literal interpretations, mystical traditions offer another view. In Kabbalah and Sufism, angelic encounters are inner experiences. Angels symbolize higher consciousness, a divine spark within us. Light represents mystical union, human form, integrated wisdom. Sufis see angels as manifestations of God's attributes within the heart. Psychologically, angels are symbols of our higher self. They provide comfort or clarity in times of crisis. The form reflects cultural conditioning and personal needs. Light represents hope. A human guide offers practical advice. These experiences reveal our potential for goodness and wisdom. Angels in human form often present a moral test. This test examines our capacity for compassion without reward. The New Testament advises showing hospitality to strangers who might be angels. Everyday actions have spiritual significance beyond what we see. The angel in disguise symbolizes the sacred in every person. Helping others is a sacred act, engaging with the divine. The test is for our growth, practicing empathy and compassion. It breaks down barriers, valuing kindness over status. The angel's human form teaches us to see the divine in everyone. It calls us to live with an open heart. Angels' forms represent divine transcendence and immanence. Transcendence is the divine above and beyond our world. Immanence is the divine present within our world. Angels, as beings of light, symbolize transcendence, inspiring awe. They remind us of the vast, sacred order of the cosmos. Angels in human form symbolize immanence, bringing the divine close. They show the sacred in everyday life, offering comfort and care. These ideas are two sides of the same coin. The divine is both majestic and intimate, far and near. Angels choose the form that best communicates this truth. Angels' forms reflect divine compassion, meeting us where we are. The choice between light and human form is an act of empathy. Angels are like wise teachers, using simple words for complex ideas. Light is for grand revelations, human form for personal guidance. Most lives need comfort, not spectacle. Guidance, not command. Angels become friends, strangers, helpers, whispering, "You are not alone." They bridge heaven and earth, showing these worlds are not separate. The divine can wear a human face, and a human face can hold the divine. Whether as fire or a kind stranger, their purpose is to guide and protect. They reflect a love vast as the cosmos and intimate as a touch.